Good morning, Titans. I'm Tyler Coffey.
And I'm Logan Divis. Happy 2024, Titans, and welcome to this episode of Titan Television.
On this episode, we're going to talk to one of our very own TikTok famous Titans.
And tell you how courtwarming will be a little different this year.
But first, with the new year rolling around, it's very important to have a good mindset. Court Westbrook has more.
Not only does the weather affect the roads, it also has a deeper effect on students.
The gloomy weather definitely, and I'm someone that thrives off of planes and being outside, so when it's cold and I can't do that, it messes with my mind a lot.
Honestly, research shows that one of the best things you can do for seasonal depression is get outside. And I hate being cold. I would rather, I want to move to Florida when I retire. I do not want to, live here anymore in the cold weather. But I purposely make a point to walk my dogs outside.
While we are rolling into the new year, it's important to set goals for yourself.
I work out 5 or 6 days a week. I eat relatively healthy. But the fitness bug really is what has drawn me in, and just that's what I do.
So definitely staying ahead of my own tasks and my own well-being, any sort of routine, just trying my best to keep that, especially on weekends and through the break, keeping some sort of steady routine so that I know I'm set in myself, and then also just small things with keeping things clean, staying up on any schoolwork and stuff like that.
Although it can be difficult to stay motivated, it's important to never give up hope.
Goal setting to me is super important because I live my life now striving to do something that I set my mind to. Whatever goal you have, no matter if it's, in school, out of school, whatever it is, I feel like the best thing you can do is just start.
And then also using your resources. Definitely with seasonal depression, it's difficult to feel alone around the holiday season when everyone's kind of cheery. But just kind of remembering that you do have resources. We have school counselors, you have personal people, friends, stuff like that, just reaching out when they need it.
Have a great start to the new year, Titans. Reporting for Titan TV, this is Cora Westbrook.
Robert Damron has shown his creativity through his TikTok videos. Zoe Harrington has more on the story.
TikTok's Robert Damron is very much experienced when it comes to what he does.
Started TikTok around the end of 2019, and I found that I really enjoyed performing for people. Ever since when I was really young, I've always loved, being goofy for people, doing little shows for people, and I found I could do that for people all across the planet. I seemed like the obvious choice.
Even though people prefer good quality, Robert thinks different.
The low quality, I find originally it was not on purpose, but I feel that it's become such an iconic quality of my videos that to change it would just kind of ruin the whole effect.
Robert's unique personality shines through his TikToks.
I originally thinking about my TikToks, I'm a very flexible person, and I like to use that as much as I can in my videos. I like jumping around, being goofy and stuff like that, because I've got a lot of energy, a lot of range of movement.
Robert's first viral TikTok really put him on the map.
My first video that went viral, or I should say viral, was a series of videos covering the I Am the Beast song series. First one that I posted, it had 1.3 million likes, so I was very proud of it.
Although Robert's success became large, he still has a humble spirit.
Reaction, I was very excited. Obviously, I was sitting there watching the numbers go up. I was like, "Whoa, this is amazing!" And I really enjoyed how much people reacted to the video, whether it be good or bad. People were reacting to it, and I thought it was really cool.
Although Robert's success became large, he still has a humble spirit.
I always hoped I would. I guess that's the dream, when you go on social media. You always kind of hope you would go a little viral, get a little famous, but I never really thought it would actually happen. I always thought it was kind of a pipe dream, but then there it was.
Reporting for Titan TV, this is Zoe Harrington.
Archery is a sport that sometimes flies under the radar, but for this one West student, they always seem to hit the bullseye. Israel Alexander has more.
The LSW archery team is home to many skilled athletes. One archer in particular, Elliot Bernardin, has had great success in her archery career.
My dad used to do it a lot whenever he was younger, and so then in like 4th or 5th grade or something, he got me my first bow. So then, yeah, we just kind of all started shooting together, going out to different ranges and things like that. And then from that, I decided to continue on into school.
Bernardin's skills have led her to great success at several different competitions.
My 8th grade year, I medaled 4th in state out of like 400 some on other 8th grade girls. And then that same year at nationals, out of like a couple thousand, I think, I got 14th out of all of them that year.
Bernardin has set big personal goals for her future in archery.
I want to be able to make it back up to the same area that I was in 8th grade. I kind of want to start getting more consistent up in like some of the higher like 280, 290 scores of 300.
Bernardin has enjoyed being a part of the Lisa West archery team.
Honestly, it's really fun. I have a lot of friends that are on the team as well. So just like being able to go there and like 2 or 3 times a week just to get to shoot with them is really fun. I enjoy that. And then even just like competitions every weekend, they're just fun to be at, I think.
This is Israel Alexander reporting for Titan TV.
This year, courtwarming will have a big change. Here's more from Nash Parker.
This year, the Titans will not be having a courtwarming dance.
So we haven't decided if there will be a dance next year. We have tried a variety of different things over the past couple years, making the dance informal, a variety of things. And we still have a very low attendance for courtwarming compared to homecoming.
Next year, during courtwarming season, we may be seeing an event.
So we could potentially do something next year. Maybe it's not a dance, maybe it's a different type of event, but the dance itself will probably not come back, but maybe an event, something a little different than a dance.
Over the years, Titan Senate has been debating this choice and are just now making their decision.
Probably not. Over the past couple of years, we've tried different things, such as like a glow-in-the-dark night, fundraisers. But every year we just keep losing more and more money, so there's no point of putting a dance if no one's going to show up.
This is Nash Parker reporting for Titan TV.
Winter sports are well underway. Let's hand it off to Ellie Johnson and Killian Wright for the Titan Sports Update.
Good morning, Titans. Welcome to a new year and back to school. The winter sports season is halfway over, so we're here to get you caught up on this edition of Titan Sports Update.
Many high school athletes dream of playing at the collegiate level. For senior Lainey Weatherby, that dream is becoming a reality.
For senior Lainey Weatherby, swimming has always been a part of her family's life. She began when she was 6 years old.
My brother did it. I kind of just followed in his footsteps. I love racing. My dad has always said, fire in my belly. And so, I don't know, it's just a really good atmosphere.
While Weatherby loves the sport, she also values being a part of a team.
While competitive is more individualized, the high school is more team-oriented. So being a part of a high school team, I get to have the connections, easier connections with the girls.
The Lisa West girls swim team has kicked off their season, but this year, Weatherby decided to take a step back for her last season.
For me, it's almost like a 3-month break, which scientifically, they say if you're out of the pool for a day, it takes you 2 days to be back to where you were. So it's a 3-month break for me in a way, so it takes me 6 months to get back to my times.
Weatherby has recently committed to the University of Wisconsin-Green Bay to swim and needs to do all she can to prepare.
I decided with committing and everything to step back from high school, unfortunately, and just stick with competitive.
Her older brother and former Titan swimmer, Connor Weatherby, knows the nuances and details of preparing for the next level.
For competitive swimming, we have a major meets in the spring. We have champs, sectionals, junior nationals, all these big high-level meets. And it's really hard for girls, especially in the winter. It's a lot easier for the guys because we get down in the fall. for them to transition from the winter of basically just sprinting all the time to having to build up that endurance right before these big meets, and they never perform well. And so she wants to duplicate what she'll be doing in college. So she needs to swim competitively to help keep her endurance up for college.
Even though Weatherby has her college decision made, she still has her mindset on goals for the future.
Getting faster is definitely one, but I also, I guess, work on my technical skills because, well, I'm a good racer, so I can get really sloppy sometimes. And so, especially for 100 flies, keeping my core tight.
Weatherby is looking forward to being a member of the Green Bay swim team and what lies ahead for her in college.
The Green Bay team is very team-oriented, and they all got along really super well. Their training schedule is actually very similar to the one I have now, so it was going to be an easier transition for me.
With photographer Addison Woody, this is Gabby Mercado reporting for Titan Sports Update.
Thanks, Gabby. While Lainey is seeing her own success, the girls swim and dive team is in the midst of a great season themselves. After recently traveling to the University of Missouri for the annual Como Invite, they've been back to training hard in the water. However, their postseason is approaching fast, kicking off this weekend with Varsity Conference and Blue Springs. Good luck this weekend and swim fast.
The boys basketball team is picked up right where they left off last season, strong and bonded like brothers. We put their basketball knowledge to the test in a new game show.
DJ, oh, I got it. Oh, Victor Miyama. Bill Russell. Dr. J. Will Chamberlain. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Elgin Baylor. Jerry West. I still Jerry West.
Lonzo, Brandon Ingram, and Josh Hart? Yeah.
I can react. Josh Hart.
Wow.
Josh Hart is a crazy pull. Oh, Sean Kemp. Yeah. Thank you. I was my seat. Oh, Shaq, right? No. 2009? No. Shaq, no, he got it wrong. My turn, right? Pau Gasol. Pau Gasol. Pau Gasol. Hey, I said Pau Gasol. It's Pau Gasol. Hey, I said Shaq. Hey, bro. I was thinking 2000s, bro. Yeah. He don't know what he's talking about. I said Pau Gasol after that. Oh, God, I said Pau Gasol. I said Pau Gasol. You lost. You lost. It was too just. You lost.
Who did?
All right, come on. What's the question? Wait.
Jordan Poole for?
No, boo, Chris Paul. I rung the bell. What are you doing? I rung it too.
Our Titans clearly know their basketball trivia. As for their performance on the court, the boys have been collecting win after win. Two key members this year are seniors Chaz Watson and Logan Bishop, both of whom joined the 1,000-point club this season, the 5th and 6th in school history. For more on basketball, check out Ellis West Online. Back to you, Killian.
Thanks, Ellie. ESU recently caught up with seniors Tony Miller and Zach Pruitt. The two are reaching the ends of their high school wrestling journeys, but it's not over yet. Here's Rylan Peterson with more.
Senior wrestlers Tony Miller and Zach Pruitt are in the midst of their last season, a culmination of many years dedicated to the sport.
I've been wrestling since I was in first grade, so that's like 2012, 2013, so about 12 years almost.
I've been doing it since middle school. It's become such a big part of my life.
After working through some hardships last season, the two decided a change of mindset was needed.
This year we lost a bunch of energy from last year. This year is more put your head down and get to work.
I missed all last season because of my weight, and so I told myself that I would work hard in the off season to lose all the weight and then be ready to come back this season.
Along with the mental changes, the two worked on techniques to perfect their craft over the off season.
Developed a nice kind of double leg this summer, but now that double leg is now turning into like a ankle pick, and I think I could be pretty successful in my takedowns more than last year.
I've really fortified what I like to do in a match, and so I just work off of that.
And the work they put in during the off season is paying off now.
I only have a few losses under my belt, which is not bad.
We're getting a lot of work in, and just me and my practice partner, Calvin Colger, have been pushing the pace, trying to set an example in that room.
Both of these seniors love the sport, but they also love the team it's given them.
Even though wrestling's a solo sport, I love being with my teammates. Like, they're such big supporters in my wrestling career that it'd be so different if I didn't have them.
The season isn't quite over yet, but they'll look to finish the season strong.
My goals are to always be on that board in the wrestling room, place that state.
Make it to state. That's the biggest goal there is right now.
With photographer Killian Wright, this is Rylan Peterson reporting for Titan Sports Update.
While the wrestling teams have seen multiple duels rescheduled or canceled due to the weather, their training hasn't wavered at all. Both the girls and the boys will match up against Liberty North this Thursday in the Fieldhouse. Good luck, guys.
Speaking of the Fieldhouse, the girls basketball team will play their next home game Monday, February 5th. Make sure to come join Student Senate in packing the stands. As for this weekend, good luck, girls, in the 810 shootout.
And that is a wrap for this Titan Sports Update. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at LSW Sports Update and look out for our upcoming boys basketball live stream on January 30th, tomorrow night. Let's send it back to Tyler and Logan.
Thanks, Killian and Ellie. Robotics has a new building this year for them to work on their projects. Jamie Birmingham has more on the story.
The robotics team here at West has been really successful throughout their seasons.
The team is the most successful team in the history of the state of Missouri. We started back in 2007. We've had a huge string of winning tournaments, including being runner-up to the World Championship a few years back.
Robotic Club starts in January on the first Saturday every year.
Robotics is year-round. We do things in the fall season. We do a lot of pre-work, so that's a lot of our training sessions. We do a lot of outreach and fundraising during that time. Then our main busy season kicks off in January.
Ever since West has built the new robotics building, the team has had more space for their creative thinking and to test more of their robots.
It's huge, it's awesome, and it gives us a lot of room for our full practice field, which is great.
Where I used to build is like a tiny, like a 16 foot by 16 foot, like not even quite a single car garage. So this is way better than that by so much.
Robotics is for everyone and anyone, so if you're interested in joining or want to know more about the club, go to teamtitanium.org.
It is a program that is just amazing. I've seen it transform not only my life, but so many other lives. There's a wide interest range of folks who could really take part in robotics, and I would love to see even more people take advantage of this opportunity.
This is Jamie Birmingham reporting for Titan Television.
Lastly, I asked some students and teachers how their winter break went. Here's their response on the topic.
We basically stayed around here. For Christmas, we did travel a little bit. We traveled like 30 minutes to my parents and my husband's parents, and then stayed at home a lot and played games and hung out, watched movies, made popcorn.
It was a very relaxing break, but I did get a chance to go to Arkansas to see my mom. She's in a nursing home, and so I got to spend time with my brother and his family and spend time with her.
I mostly worked out at the gym and then went to work, but I also got accepted to one of my top 3 colleges, which was GCU, so I was pretty excited about that.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
So basically, me and her, we hung out like every single day of winter break, right? Didn't we?
I don't know.
Yes, we did. Okay, so but I slept in a lot. I didn't wake up till 1.
That's a wrap on today's episode of Titan Television.
To keep up to date on what's happening around our school, make sure to follow us on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at LS West Online, and on TikTok at LS West on TikTok.
Have a great week, Titans.